quite nice for a lover. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you know what I mean, it's the season. So let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, that's the reason. Okay, let's go. There's a reason for the warm, sweet nights, and there's a reason for the candle lights. Must be the season where the love light shines all around us. So let the wonder take you into space, and let you under the loving embrace. Feel the thunder of the warmth on your face. You can be alright, yeah. So let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you'll know what I mean, it's the season. Well, let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love out. You know what I mean, that's the reason. Should we do another round? Well, so let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, that's the season. Oh, and let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, that's the reason. Well, that's actually, I haven't heard that song in a long time. Well, less than a minute, but I mean before that.
We're happy to be back. That kind of reminds me of where we just were. We just went to Turks and Caicos to marry my foster sister. Woohoo! Yep. Yeah. Everybody knows this one. You guys get to sing with us.
Is that right? Let's go. We're one life living as you and me, one life standing as you and me, one love loving as you and me, 'cause God is all there is. One life living as you and me, one light shining on you and me, one love loving as you and me, 'cause God is all there is. I'm shining from the inside out. I'm so happy, I just want to shout. I said one life living as you and me, one light shining as you and me, one love loving as you and me, 'cause God is all there is. You know, one life living as you and me, one life shining as you and me,
One
love living as you and me, 'cause God is all there is. I'm shining from the inside out. I'm so happy, I just want to shout. One life loving as you and me, one life shining as you and me, one love loving as you and me, 'cause God is all there is. One more time. One life living as you and me, one light shining as you and me, one love loving as you and me, 'cause God is all there is. What'd you say? I said God is all there is. One more. I said God is all there is. All right, we're getting the energy going in here. I like it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Woo, well, welcome, everybody. We're so happy to be home. We're so happy to see your beautiful faces. I hear Friday night was a sensation. Wish we'd been here. Wow. So awesome. Well, I think we should all stand and sing this first song together. Thank you for this beautiful day. And Rick and I are gonna sing the verses, and you guys are gonna sing all the choruses. You wanna stand? Come on. Here we go. The rain will fall, the wind will blow, the sun will shine, and the grass will grow. The seasons change, and for all we know, love is sprouting up all around us.
I have been high and I've been low. I have held on and I have let go. I've walked the path of joy and sorrow, but above us all I'm grateful. Thank you for my health and thank you for my healing. Thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for my life. I'm blessed and I am perfect. Thank you for this beautiful day.
I have been stressed and been relieved. I've faltered, yes, but I do believe the greatest things that we will achieve are percolating here within us.
It's not for me to know the how. I have to be present here and now, to just align and simply allow Spirit's call to guide me ever onward. Thank you for my health and thank you for my healing. Thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for my life. I'm blessed and I am perfect. Thank you for this beautiful day. Do it again now. Thank you for my health and thank you for my healing. Thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for my life. I'm blessed and I am perfect. Thank you for this beautiful day.
Out of the dark into the light of a brilliant and brand new way, gazing upon the blessings that abound, flowing to me every day.
Thank you for my health and thank you for my healing. Thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for my life. I'm blessed and I am perfect. Thank you for this beautiful day.
Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Unity of the Oaks. So wonderful to see you and have you here with us this morning. Just taking a minute to look around and enjoy your beautiful faces. Here at Unity of the Oaks, we know that there is one power, one presence. It's the love and the wisdom of the universe, and that you are an extension of that love and wisdom. So thank you for extending yourself out to us today so that we may experience God through each and every one of you. Today, I start a new series. It's called This Life is Yours by Reverend Linda Martella-Whitsett, the Vice President of Silent Unity, Unity's prayer ministry, and her daughter, Alicia Whitsett. So we will start that today, all about health and wholeness. What does it even mean to heal or to be whole? So we'll be taking a dive into that. But first, before we get started, I'd like you just to take a minute to look around, say hello to everyone else who's here today. If you don't know a name, maybe say, "This is my name." I saw we had several people online as well, so I want to say hello to Jackie and Julia, everyone else who's joining us online as well. Oh, look, we've got kind of a modern picture of me here too. How about that? So, sometimes it's very challenging, life. So we got news yesterday that one of our dear, dear friends, Dominic Coppola, was gardening in his front yard yesterday, and he did experience a heart attack, and he has made his transition. So, I know, just taking a breath and breathing through that. Dr. Dominic Coppola was an instrumental part of our community for many years. He was one of our first licensed Unity teachers. I was in a lot of classes with him and his companion, sister friend, Marty. We went to Unity headquarters back at Unity Village many times, and he was always this gentle, gentle, loving soul. At one time, he was studying to be a priest, and at the very last minute, he decided not to be a priest. And I always thought, well, that's so appropriate because he was like Unity's priest. He just had that just gentleness and wisdom. And he always wore a sweater. I was thinking of this, right? He always had his sweaters on, and I thought it embodied Dominic because he was like a sweater. You felt warm and held by Dominic when he was in your presence and you were in his. So in my little bit of communication with Reverend Molly Rocky, our minister emeritus, yesterday, she said, you know, St. Francis, the saint of nature, was Dominic's favorite saint. So how lovely then that he made his transition on Earth Day in his garden, in the grass, in the sunshine. So in our opening prayer today, will you join me as we bless his soul on its flight, as well as really hold our dear Marty Dane in love as well. So let us turn within. Let us move right into, drop into our hearts. And as we fill it with love, we absolutely send that love out to you, dear Dominic. We know your soul is touched by our love as you remember in this moment of return to the pure love that you are, as you return to your wholeness. Our love finds you. Our love wraps you. Our love is once more one with you as we wish you peace, dear friend, on your journey. And for Marty, right now we wrap you in a cardigan of comfort and love. We know that your foundation you're standing on right now is that spiritual attribute of strength. Our peace we send to you. And we know that our love you are feeling and experiencing right now. And so we breathe as we send our vibrations of prayers to our friends. We take another breath as we feel ourselves in this moment filled with love and gratitude for all that has been, and also for all that will be. For each moment is a new beginning. So we breathe into this new beginning. We give thanks for this new beginning. We bless this service. We bless everyone who's been a part of this service. And so it is with grateful hearts that we move forward today. One more moment of love as we say, so it is. Amen, amen. So again, welcome everyone. It is going to be a really powerful service, and we know that that absolute loving, gentle wisdom of Dominic's Spirit is absolutely in our room with us today. So blessings everyone, and I hope you enjoy healing and wholeness as we move forward together. So let's get started, shall we? Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome to sing along with this one. I am healed, whole and healthy. I relax and visualize. I am healed, whole and healthy. I am well. I that again. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I relax and visualize. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I am well. I am well. I accept and I receive. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I accept and I receive. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I am well. I am well. Angels watching over me. I am healed, whole, and healthy. Angels are watching over me. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I am well. I am well. One more time at the top. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I relax and visualize. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I am well. I am well.
Good morning. I'm Yvette. One of the members of the Unity of the Oaks prayer team. Janie will be available to pray with you after service. Now I have the honor of preparing us for our time of meditation and with the reading from the Daily Word. The Daily Word is healing. The date, March 29th, 2023. Affirmation, my healing is assured. I am whole. All healing originates from the divine spirit within. When I have a healing need of any kind, I pray, affirming perfect wholeness as the truth of my being. Appearances may be deceiving, especially when it looks as though nothing positive is happening. However, I remain patient and undaunted as I continue to affirm perfect wholeness. I have faith my healing is happening in my consciousness. As I sit quietly, I visualize healing energy flowing through me. I open myself to healing and claim wholeness as the truth of my life. There is no healing need so great that it can keep my realization of wholeness from me. I realize my illness. I release my illness to the indwelling divine presence and let it go. In perfect trust, I am healed. From Isaiah 58:8. Then your light shall break forth like the dawn, and your healing shall spring up quickly.
Thank you, Yvette. So join me in a moment or a few of a time of meditation. Today, our meditation will come from affirmations from the book, This Life is Yours, that I'll be speaking about in just a minute. So settle in. Go ahead and get comfortable in your chair. Allow yourself to feel like you've arrived. take a breath, and as you breathe, let your shoulders come down. Let your hands and arms just be comfortable in your lap or by your side. Let your forehead and your brows just smooth. Maybe even a gentle smile at your lips, and you can close your eyes or lower your gaze to allow yourself to truly turn within. So we just take a moment to take another breath in through the heart and out through the heart. We give ourselves permission to sit in this seat of love within us. For just a moment, there's no to-do list, there's no rushing around, there's just right now. So we take a minute to observe our hearts. Just see what is there. Acknowledge all of the sadness and all of the joy, all the gratitude, all of it. And we allow it to be just dissolved in the pure light, that pure Christ consciousness, that divine consciousness that is within. We allow that light within to grow so that our entire being is lit up with the Christ light within us. We hear these words and we allow them to be our own. Breathing easily, I free myself from false imaginings of lack or limitation. Connecting to my innate wholeness, I am free to experience the fullness of life today. Understanding that I cannot be chained to or bound by my circumstances, I soar freely, healed as I fully focus on my passions and possibilities. My natural state of being is well-being. No matter what I am sensing or feeling, I am greater than this. I am whole. I am whole. My heart beats well-being. My mind thinks well-being. My body cooperates with well-being. Well-being is my dominant intention, my focus, and my experience. I am whole. In this moment, I heal as I realize my innate capacity to live with wholeness in mind. I attend to, strengthen, and support all aspects of my whole life. With compassionate thoughts and supportive actions, I nurture my whole self. With compassionate thoughts and supportive actions, I nurture my whole self. And so I take a moment. What is a nurturing thought I can have for myself? What is a loving thought I can have for myself? Allow the purest part of you to speak to your very humanness and remind you of the loving presence that you are. Let your soul remind you that you are not broken, but that you are whole and well, that you are good and very good, that you are loved, loving, and love itself. Whispering to yourself, I am whole. I nurture my wholeness with compassionate, gentle, kind thoughts towards myself for all areas of my life. And in this way, healing happens. And so we know this to be true for everyone whose names are in our prayer box or whose prayers came in during the week to Unity of the Oaks. We know this to be true for those who may be heavy of heart. That wholeness is your birthright. That wholeness is who you are. And that your loving presence walks with you each step of the way. You are the light. You are the love. You are the power. And you are the presence. You are whole. One more time, whispering silently to yourself, I am whole. And so we take a breath of a reminder of who we truly are. We give thanks and gratitude for these moments to be quiet, still, and to remember. It's with gratitude that we start to be aware of the room and the chair and the people around us, that we begin to wiggle our fingers and our toes, that we take another breath, a rejuvenating breath, as we open our eyes when it is right for us, as we say, so it is. Amen, amen, amen. From here we proceed in our truth. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Stacy. I can't stop thinking about the mentorship of Dom and Martine. And how much fun he made Hebrew scriptures. All the classes. Will this day I be a blessing? This year be better than the last? Will I calm the voice that hounds me? Discard the demons of the past? Will I step out in my faith now? Live the truth I've come to know? Throw my dreams into the river and let these 4 words help them flow, singing, yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Sing it with me now. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Maybe it's a body that needs healing, a relationship that's worn, or a child that is in trouble. There's a friendship that's been torn. There's a job that needs new vision, a bank account that needs relief. I don't gotta tell you all my problems, I just gotta rest in your relief, singing, yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. One more time with everything you got. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. I believe in your goodness. I believe in your grace. I believe that your power is flowing through me in this space. For you've given me guidance, and you gave me desire, and you would not have set this flame in my heart if I could not set a fire. So yes, I believe. Oh yes, I believe. Oh Lord, I believe. Oh God, I believe. We're going to sing it softly this time. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe. Yes, God, I believe.
Wow. So wonderful to be sung to, isn't it? It heals our hearts, definitely. So thank you to Reverend Sherry Hersey, Rick Cowling, and Tommy Reeves. Wow. Okay, everyone. Are you ready? There's some truth bombs today. They're coming your way. So, Reverend Linda Martella-Whitsett, again the Vice President of Silent Unity, and her daughter wrote this book, This Life is Yours. Discover your power, claim your wholeness, and heal your life. Who would like to do that? So I'm covering the first two chapters today, which is From Healing to Wholeness and the Value of Questioning. And they really talk about in the introduction how they wrote the book to help others claim their wholeness through looking at their current beliefs and perspectives on the subject. And the main idea really is that healing can happen anywhere. Healing can happen right where you are, right now. And that healing is really about healing your life more than healing your condition. And so the aim of the book, they say, is to become curious about your life, to question your assumptions and beliefs, and to look to wisdom within. They write, your story may be anchored in whatever you believe is missing, wrong, or broken in your life. And I would add, your story may be anchored in whatever you believe may be missing, wrong, or broken with you. Or your story may be elevated by your newfound courage, evolving understanding, and conscious choices. So let's dive in, because usually we think about healing in that sense of the medical model, right? Diagnosis, treatment, cure. My first career as a registered dietitian, and so I was really ingrained and trained in that medical model of diagnosis, treatment, cure. And they say the presumption is that wholeness is something to be achieved, while healing is something you do to achieve it. So we really need to look at their definitions of wholeness and healing. And so really wholeness is that original, absolute you. The you that is ever evolving. The you that is pure potential and infinite possibilities. We're human and we're divine, but you're not separate from the divine, but rather you're an extension of the divine. So your wholeness is independent from your circumstances. So even if you feel like you're falling apart, your wholeness can never fall apart. Even if you feel like your life is falling apart, you're sick, falling apart, your wholeness is never broken. It's never falling apart. And I know when things are going really well, that's easy to remember and affirm. And when life is challenging and we're going through our physical challenges or life challenges, that can be a little bit harder to grasp onto. But ultimately, your wholeness is that soul, eternal, spiritual you. Wholeness is another word for that soul part of you. So you are already whole. Just sit in that for a moment. You're already whole. You don't even have to do anything. Just right here, right where you are, you're already whole. And then healing. So again, to heal is to restore, to resolve, to realize, but essentially healing is simply a return to health. But again, they're saying the meaning of health is usually defined as freedom from illness or freedom from injury. But what they're saying is that healing is actually realizing your wholeness. That healing is really when we choose well-being in every aspect of our life. And this includes body, mind, and spirit. So when we talk about our health, I'll be talking mostly focusing on physical health, but really it's the health in every area of your life. Your financial health, your relationship health, your emotional health, your spiritual health. So healing is actually realizing wholeness and choosing well-being in every aspect of your life. So some of you know my own health story, but for those of you who are new, and to just remind everyone, because it's been a while, in end of 2015, December of 2015, I one weekend started to have flu-like symptoms. I remember taking a shower and it was so painful, the water hitting me, and I thought, oh, this feels like how I've heard people describe shingles, but I didn't have a rash or anything. And then I started having twitches under the eyes and twitching in my mouth and side of my cheek. And then by the end of December of 2015, I had a really hard time smiling on my right side of my face. So January 3rd, 2016, I get into my doctor and she says, it seems like you might have shingles. Sometimes, most times, actually 60% of the time, folks don't have rashes with shingles. Well, a week later, I suddenly was experiencing burning pain from the back of my head. The top of my head felt like it was on fire. Whole side of my face, nerve pain, down the whole right side of my body, and from my knees down to my feet, nerve pain. And my knees to my feet felt like, you know, when your foot's falling asleep. Ugh, right? Well, I had that from my knees down to my toes. That feeling that's tingling and sensitive, and you feel like you can't really walk, right, or stand. So when I went back to my doctor, she said, well, this doesn't seem like shingles anymore because you didn't have the rash, now it's on the other side of your body as well. And that started a 14-month medical journey. Medical nightmare is what it felt like at times. Because now I was in this whole broken system, right? I'm broken, I'm scared, no one knows the answer. I'm going to UCLA, I'm going to USC. I was out to the Mayo Clinic in Phoenix. And it was actually right here in Thousand Oaks, two fantastic infectious disease doctor, Dr. Dutta. He said, I think this is shingles or something in that family. And eventually got to 2017, where we were adjusting medications, and I had another big flare-up and got to a fantastic neurologist, one of these like Dr. House, if anyone used to watch that. Yeah, like think outside the box. He came and saw me for 2 hours, Dr. Tremo, on a Saturday, and said, "You've got shingles." So it turned out that while most of us get chickenpox as kids, and that virus calms down in our nervous system, and then maybe sometime when you're really stressed as an adult, it comes out as shingles. Well, my system just had shingles on overload. It was not settling back down. And so all the time from my knees down, I would have this tingling and sensitivity. And then about every 6 weeks, I would kind of notice this. It would start all over again, head all the way down to my right side. My legs were worse. And eventually, I got stabilized with medication and some other spiritual tools that I'll talk about in a minute. But eventually what I realized, especially over the last year when I keep seeing they take my blood every quarter, every 4 months, and my numbers are still high, right? And yet, I didn't have a word for it quite yet. I didn't put it all together quite yet until this book last week, but I realized, but what I was feeling was I was whole. I wasn't feeling sick anymore. Because I can exercise and I can get out in the world, I can do my work. I can be happy. I can be living my life. And so finally I realized, you know what? My numbers just might be high. They might just always be high. I just got to let it go. That those shingle numbers will ever be normal. I surrendered. I surrendered to struggling against this condition. I surrendered to, I have to have the perfect scores. Sure, I'd like to reduce my medication, but also I'm so grateful for that medication because they allow me to work out and hike and travel to stand here without pain. And so I feel healed, really, really whole and healed. I learned that my healing may not be what the numbers on a lab sheet say. My healing is not reflected on the numbers. So, what's so funny too, of course, right? Because over the last year, 18 months, 2 years, I just let go of that. Now, the last 2 times I've had my blood work done, just last couple weeks ago, and in January, they're almost normal. They're the lowest they've been since 2016. Now, this is funny because shingles, again, gets flared up when you're under stress. Think about what I was doing, everyone. I was moving a church. We were building out a church during the holidays. I thought for sure, especially those January numbers, were going to be sky high, but they were lower. I let go of the idea that those numbers had anything to do with my health, with my wholeness. Healing had already happened. My doctors may not say I'm cured, but boy, are they happy to see me because they're always like, "You are so strong. You're our success case. Keep doing what you're doing." Okay. So my numbers don't dictate whether I'm healed or not. Your numbers don't dictate whether you're healed or not. In the book it says, as you hold on to the idea of well-being and affirm the principle of health, it dawns in your mind. You begin to cooperate with the principles of health. See, the less I held on to that idea of being sick, the less I experienced or felt sick. Because where your thoughts go, your life flows. Also in 2019, so again, beginning of 2019, I was feeling stabilized, I was feeling good. Okay, I'm gonna start working out again, right? I'm out walking my dog February 2019, and I trip and fall. And I hurt my back. And I still to this day have kind of this low-grade chronic back pain. But I went a year later, January 2020, the end of January 2020, I went to the UK before the world shut down with my older son, Julian. He had some time off college at the time, and my best friend, Milena, some of you know. And we were, walking around, and there was one day, Milena and I went and looked at castles, and I noticed on my watch I had done about 54 flights of stairs. I had walked over 20,000 steps. There was another day in London, we had done like 36,000 steps. But the next day, my pain level was the same. In other words, all those steps and walking didn't make it more painful for me. So I thought, well, I might as well exercise and keep doing the steps and the walking. Because if the pain level is the same as 2 steps as to 200 steps, I might as well do the 200 steps. Again, I stopped struggling against the condition. In that moment, I said, it just is. Instead of saying, no, my back pain has to be at 0%. It has to be perfect. No more back pain ever. But instead, what I said was, it just is. I'm not going to pay any attention there. I'm going to keep living my life. I'm going to keep living my life. This condition has no power over me. Stop giving it power over you. It says in the book, you decide whether well-being is possible for you, even as you must attend to physical symptoms and conditions. You decide whether health is less about a perfect body or about 0% pain, and more about your overall well-being or wholeness. You decide. Again, where we place our thoughts with intense emotions. So every moment of attention that you give to your pain, or not to your pain, transforms you vibrationally, as well as biochemically. And of course, it's not a one and done. You just don't do it one time. Myrtle Fillmore, our co-founder in Unity, it took her 2 years to heal herself. 2 years and countless hours every day in meditation, forgiveness work, healing work, to heal herself. And I've talked about that before, that ski slope, right? So when we want to make new connections in our brains have this neuroplasticity. They are able to change. Dr. Sarah's nodding. Yes. See? I don't come up here and lie. I'm telling you the latest science because I'm super into this. Because science and the spirituality. I mean, the Fillmores were ahead of their time, everybody. So you can make new connections. You can have a new thought, but it's going to take some time to get a new ski path in the fresh snow. So it takes repetition. And again, it doesn't matter if we're talking about financial health, relationship health, emotional health, but it has to be a repetition of the truth. Charles Fillmore, our co-founder, said, we want instantaneous healing of our diseases, but we are loath to sacrifice the mental habits that cause them. Now, I don't want you to hear that you caused it. We're going to put a pin in that. I'm going to come back to that in just a moment. But what he's saying is your thoughts are powerful, and your body hears it. So Dr. Joel Osteen from the big traditional church in Houston, he has a great quote I heard once, because he said, from my mouth to my ears. And I often say, from our thoughts to our ears. Your body hears everything that you're saying to it, and vibrationally will pick up on that. Science now knows that your nervous system will get turned way up if you keep focusing on the negative and what's going on wrong. If you keep focusing on the pain, because it's in fright mode, flight or fright, right? So if you're in fright mode, you're going to turn up that nervous system. It doesn't have a chance to heal. That was me for a couple years, in fright mode. No wonder I couldn't heal. So when you calm the nervous system, you heal your body. So to understand healing is to understand also that life is not static. Life keeps lifing, right? I had one thing, okay, a couple years, got that under control, and now I fall, right? Life keeps happening. So when we place our healing on a timeline, we actually push it at bay. When we say it has to be by this day and time, we're just, again, turning up our nervous system, putting even more pressure on ourselves. And in those moments, we're forgetting. Here's a great quote. To heal is not to achieve a final state of being after which you live happily ever after. Healing, like wholeness, is ever evolving. Healing, like wholeness, is ever evolving. So that's where we turn to compassion. We turn to compassion to say every moment can be a new beginning. I mentioned my mug before, right? I brought it for a reminder for you all today. New beginnings. So when I go into my cupboards in the morning and I see my 3 shelves of mugs, I actually pause for a moment and I say, okay, what am I resonating with today? Yesterday I was really thinking about our 2 sons, and one's attending Chapman University, the one just graduated, so I grabbed my Chapman mug. But so often lately, especially, I keep resonating with the new beginning. Today is a new beginning. This moment is a new beginning. This sip of coffee is a new beginning. Each moment, a chance to start again. So in the new beginnings, we can choose to turn to a spiritual tool that nurtures our wholeness. So one is compassion. I had to have a lot of compassion with myself, with my situations, with all the feelings around it. I must not be a good Unity student. Poor me. Why did this happen? Right? I got to lean into all of that. Because to not lean into it and experience the feelings means you're pushing them down. And what's that going to do to your nervous system, everyone? You're going to rile it up. You can't heal. So compassion with self and the situation. Gratitude, and I've talked about this extensively. Gratitude saved me. That gratitude list saved me. Actively looking for the beauty and the grace and what was still possible. Love saved me. Focusing on my family. So what do I want? What do I want to lean into? Even in the darkest moments, what do I want to lean into? I want to lean into love. Connection. That was another spiritual tool. Connection. How do I connect with my family, with friends, people who will listen and support? Support. That was another spiritual tool self-care tool I had to start using, asking for help. A lot of times we don't want to ask for help. We feel like, oh, I'm a burden. We're here to be connected with one another. And in that connection, we can help each other. People want to help you. People want to be the extension of God for you. They want to be the hands of God for you. So yes, asking for help is a spiritual practice. And then, of course, meditation and acupuncture I kind of threw in there as well, because meditation and acupuncture, again, calms your nervous system, allows your body to heal instead of being on alert. But also then I can quiet my mind and I can affirm my wholeness. In those times of quiet meditation, I can listen intuitively to that wisdom within me. So meditation. Saying no was a new spiritual practice. Because you can't do your work, you can't help other people without taking care of yourself first. It's like they say on the airplane, put the mask on the child first. No. I was just making sure you were all awake. Put the mask on you first, right? Right. Because what happens if you put the mask on the child first? You can't be there to help the child, right? So you have to put the mask on you first. And that means asking for help. That means saying no and having healthy boundaries. And then nature. As much as I was able to walk in nature, we've talked about nature before. We just had Earth Day yesterday. So sometimes walking, depending on where I was in my healing timeline, it was 5 minutes. Sometimes it was 45 minutes. Sometimes it was looking out the window from my bedroom and enjoying the blue sky and the sound of the birds. And lastly, one of the spiritual tools I used was forgiveness. Forgiveness for myself. Forgiveness for not expressing my needs. Forgiveness for being the martyr. No, this will not get the best of me. I'm going to keep on working. Forgiveness for overworking, for overmomming. For not listening to my intuition about a lumbar puncture that made it so I couldn't even sit down without being in pain for more than 5 minutes. Part of healing is to make peace with your past. Yeah, part of healing is to make peace with your past. Forgiveness work is not saying that the harmful behavior is okay, but it frees us to move forward with love and compassion for our own selves. Because wholeness, again, it's about our overall well-being. So in the book, they talk a lot about how we can get stuck in the why. Why is this happening to me? But ultimately, that's not what's important. And I would actually say the why gets you stuck. It just keeps you going around in circles. There's lots of different, they talk about 4 in particular reasons that we usually answer the why. You know, it's usually an old religious ideology or just our broken, you need to be fixed system that we kind of live in. But asking why is not the important part. The important part is to lean into what am I longing for? Because love is our core. Therefore, what you are really wanting is harmony with all of life. It comes down to love. Love of others, love of your health, love of strength, love of learning, love of beauty. So hear this, because you are love, you're going to notice what's not love. So you did not ask or cause your illness. You recognize it because it's contrasted to your true being, which is love. When we teach in Unity that you are a creator of your own experience, we are not, underline, not teaching that you instigated unwanted circumstances. We do not create heartbreak or devastating events. We do not gravitate toward or manifest these things to learn a lesson. We do not manifest these things to grow through them. We do not. Says it here, I'm saying it here. That is metaphysical malpractice. If God is the energy of pure love is not trying to test you. Pure love is not trying to harm you. That is not the truth. To experience a condition is not the same as to cause it. Amen. To experience a condition is not the same as to cause it. These ideas just lock you into a shame and blame, self-blame cycle. They do not help your healing. Your inner being, your very nature, is love and nothing other, because you're an extension of love and nothing other. So your responsibility during challenging times is your response. How do I respond when life's all over me? So when that happens, I invite you to lean into love. Lean into harmony. Lean into your connectedness, your interconnectedness with all. I love this. They write in the book about leaning into your longings, and they say, lean into what it is you're longing as you get curious about what needs healing in your life. What is my longing? Is it health? Is it peace of mind? Is it satisfying relationships? Because then you can create a wellness plan for yourself based on what it is that you're desiring. And John O'Donohue is quoted as saying, accept our longings as divine urgency. I love that. Our longings are our divine urgency. So lean into, get curious, what's behind what's going on? What am I longing for? Because the longing is my divine urgency. So instead of like, I will do this, which is sort of like I should do this, shifting to I am willing. I am willing. Ironically, that was my white stone for this year. Now, of course, I knew exactly what my white stone was going to be this year, just like I know many of you, right? So when we do our white stone ceremony, and I take you into meditation, and then there's a word, a spiritual word or attribute that is yours to hold on to and to express for the year. And I thought mine's going to be peace. Peace. And then I took us all into the meditation. Little did you all know what was going on up here. But the word that came was willing. And I thought, oh, no, that's not my word. My word is peace. Willing. Well, I don't want to be willing to be willing. I got to be willing to be willing. Yes. Willing to be peace. Willing to be love. Willing to be present. Willing to be listening. Willing to be an open heart. Willing to be strength. Willing to be whole. I am willing. So that deep desire is really us having a longing to know our divine identity. Our healing to remember our wholeness starts with every moment a new beginning. Each new moment builds momentum, and each new beginning causes you to evolve. See, if we hold on to the same thoughts, the same prayers, the same ideas, the same beliefs, the same habits, then we stay the same. Evolving means choosing a new beginning and then building on from it. So, the Whitsets ask us, will you consider yourself a not yet healed person or a well person? So I wanted to end with this affirmation for evolution that they have here. I begin this day in a spirit of beginningness, breathing fresh breath and thinking new thoughts. My life is continually unfolding. Today, if an issue arises that I thought I had already healed, I recognize that I meet the issue from a fresh perspective, that I am wiser and more mature than when I last encountered this challenge. I begin again. I level up. I evolve. I'm going to say that last part again for us. I begin again. I level up. I evolve. You want to say that with me? I begin again. I level up. I evolve. It feels good, right? Let's say it one more time. I begin again. I level up. I evolve. That's right. Wholeness is your natural state, which you can access by connecting with that divine presence within you. That is who and what you are. So love itself. I bless you on your healing journey. Blessings, everyone.
The song has auspiciousness as a lyric in it. So wish me luck. May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating of your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. And may the best of todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa! And may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa! Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times you're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. Oh, have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. And may you be as fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you keep her off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possession, no immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. And may your rest of your days be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa! And may your road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa! Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. Have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. You to have it all. Oh, I want you to have it all you can imagine. Oh, no matter what your path is, if you believe it, then anything can happen. Go, go, go. Raise your glasses. Go, go, go. You can have it all. I toast you. Here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. Have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. Here's to you always making me laugh. Here's to the fact I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. Gosh, there's a million words in that thing. So I said have it all.
You know, I have one thing to say. Thank you, Reverend Stacy. That message was absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much. I don't know how you know that's what I needed, but you did. Hi, everyone. So nice to see you all here today. My name is Melba, and I am your board member for the day. We will be passing the offering baskets down the rows. Just pass it along and then hand it to the row behind you to keep it going. We have an ambassador to help you. We have several ways that you to give. In the seat in front of you are envelopes for cash or check. Include your name if you would like a record of your donation. You will also find cards with your texting information. Take this moment now to use your phone to give if that is your preferred method. For our online congregants, you can also go to our website and click on Give. No matter how you give, know that your gift is a way for you to financially partner with us so that we may continue to be a place of spiritual teachings and a community in Thousand Oaks and beyond. Your gift allows us to continue to spread the unity message of positive, inclusive, practical Christianity, along with personal and spiritual growth, so we may all experience more inner peace and joy in our lives. Here is our mission. If you will please read it with me with enthusiasm. Unity of the Oaks is a loving, accepting, and heart-centered spiritual community, here to be love in action, to encourage personal growth, awaken spiritual curiosity, and transform lives. Now join me now in taking a moment to focus your attention on your giving heart. Feel the abundance of receiving. Visualize the mission statement coming to life. Now please join me in the offering, love offering blessing. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I trust God. We are most grateful for all your contributions to our community as we grow with it, with lots of events, classes, which is what Layla is going to tell you about now.
Hi, I'm Layla with a few reminders for us today. I have 4 reminders for us today, all of which can be found in the newsletter we mail out monthly, the weekly emailed letter, and on the calendar in the back of the room, above the giving information. Today after church, join us for coffee and conversations with the minister in the living room, where you can ask Reverend Stacy questions about anything Unity or anything on Unity of the Oaks topics. This Tuesday is the Women's Heart Talk gathering, April 25th at 6:30 p.m. This is your time to receive support from other women in our community as you share whatever it is on your heart or mind in a space of confidentiality and loving kindness. The Youth Support Group meets this Friday, April 28th at 1 p.m. here with Valerie Kobe. This group is not just for bereavement, but also includes loss of job, health, any kind of loss you may need support for. And a reminder to mark your calendar for May 20th for a tea party, and more info is soon to come. There's so much happening in our church. Be sure to be on our email and mailing lists and check out the mini posters on the shelf in the back of the room, along with the April and May calendars, and of course our website too. And now some thank yous and more from Reverend Stacy.
Thank you, Layla. She was one of our performers for Art Night. So, was Art Night fantastic, everybody? Oh my gosh. We don't have the final numbers yet, but it was looking like something over $500. So, I mean, fantastic. But even more so, our community got to be together and got to just experience each other's creative energies, right? There was so much talent. It was really, really wonderful. So I want to say thank you to, well, Jane Brown brought food for that event. Susan Hart and Melba did our ticketing. Jules was our bartender. I don't know where she just went, but, oh, she's counting money now, I think. Michael, everyone who helped, and then everyone who came and showed up and supported the artists. Thank you so much. The artists themselves, I mean, they were so fantastic, again, here in our community, outside of our community. But we really have to highlight, I'd like to bring both Suwan and Grace up. Come on up. What a fantastic, fantastic event that you put on to bring our community together. So thank you to both of you. I got you a little plant to say thank you on behalf of Unity of the Oaks. So can we give them our Unity blessing? Ready? Unity of the Oaks says, we love you, we bless you, we behold the Christ you, oh, no, sorry, we love you, we bless you, we truly appreciate you, and we behold the Christ you are. So thank you. Okay, now we have another special moment, everybody. So can I bring Suzanne Foley and Lisa Gardner-Flores up? We have some memberships to give out. So Suzanne, come on up, Suzanne. Suzanne's like, I've been a member for a long time. I know Suzanne's got a funny story here, everybody. So we were just updating our membership list, and we didn't see Suzanne Foley. And so I called her and I said, Suzanne, did you go through our membership classes? And she said, I went twice through the classes. She said, and I never got on the list. I never got acknowledged. So Suzanne, since 2017, has been a member, everybody. So, and an active member, yes. So, Suzanne, here is your certificate acknowledging your membership since 2017. Here's your Unity pin. And here are some flowers to thank you for being a member for so many years and going through the class twice. Right? Oh, okay, sneaking back here. Okay, and then come on over here, Lisa. Our newest member to Unity of the Oaks. I'm so excited. What a blessing this wise soul is. Lisa, thank you for calling Unity of the Oaks your home, your spiritual home. Thank you for already contributing your wisdom. If you have not spoken with Lisa, this is a very wise and old soul here. So thank you for bringing your energy and your intention, your spiritual self to our community. It really is a blessing. So Lisa, welcome as a new member to Unity of the Oaks. There's your certificate, your Unity pin, and some flowers on behalf of Unity of the Oaks to you. So for these two, come on over this way. We're also going to give you blessings. Ready? Oh, now we got the words. That's good. I've only been saying it for 50 years. Okay, here we go. Suzanne and Lisa, we love you. We bless you. We truly appreciate you. And we behold the Christ that you are. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you. Well, we do have a prayer chaplain available today. Is that Janie? So Janie's right there. She'll be in the room off to your left to pray with you. So make sure that you don't leave today without having prayer support if you need it. We also have a prayer box in the back if you'd like to leave prayer there, or you can always email prayer@unityoftheoaks.org. And today, I'm so glad we have reminders because I'll be in the back with coffee. Good thing I didn't run off to lunch, right? So, you know, I all love my coffee. So I'm going to grab some coffee. I'll be here in the living room. If you'd like to just sit and talk or get some support from me as well, I will be there for about a half hour just to be there to answer any questions and also offer you some support. So it's our first coffee and conversations with the minister in the living room. I hope to see you there. Thank you for coming today, everyone. Thanks for everyone online, too. You are also part of our community. Remember to keep showing up as that wholeness, that love that you are. So blessings for a beautiful week, everyone. Please stand as we sing, Yes, There Is Peace on Earth. And join us also afterwards to say the prayer for protection.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes,
It begins with me.
yes, there is peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Please join me for the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. We are the light. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love. The power of God protects us. We are the power. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is healing.
probably why the piano turned off.